Okay, I'm going to tell you, having been in the coaching industry for over 16 years now, having interviewed hundreds of coaches on this podcast, which, by the way, if you're a longtime listener, thank you so much for listening every single week. If you're a new listener, hey, subscribe. Thanks. Subscribe. Do a review. It really makes a big difference into the algorithms, and I would super appreciate it. Having interviewed hundreds of coaches, having seen and observed so many coaches, and just my nature of an interpreter endotype, watching patterns, learning, gathering information, I'm gonna tell you, I think I am the perfect person to create a what bad advice for your messaging list. Bad advice for your listening. Saw some more bad advice this morning. It's got me all fired up. I'm in a coaching group, and I've been in that coaching group, kind of a virtual group, right? Been in there for a long time, so I know some of the familiar faces. Here's a brand new coach posting anonymously, smart, who says, okay, I kind of want to start life coaching. What should I do first? One of the people in the group says, I know what to do. Go to ChatGPT, open it up, give them this prompt. You are a ruthless judge of what I'm about to say. Do not hold back. Blah, 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 blah. It was a very inefficient prompt. And then say, okay, here's my niche, and get feedback on your niche. Oh my God, it's got two of my least favorite things in the whole world in the same sentence. Go to ChatGPT and just ask it to critique you and niche, all in the same two sentences. How beautiful is that? Let's talk about that. I use ChatGPT. If you have found this podcast on social media, if you've gotten an email from me, it has been assisted through the use. If you've read the show notes, if you like the title of this episode, AI helped. If you have repetitive tasks in your coaching business, AI helps. Now, it takes a little bit to get it right. I started using AI well over a year ago to help with this podcast, to help me create titles, to help me create show notes. And probably if you really want to scroll back pretty far and look at the quality and the content of them, they weren't as good as what we're doing now. Because you have to take time to program that AI, to give that AI the right prompts, the right parameters. So, I'm going to write new messaging as a brand new coach. I'm going to go to AI, and I'm about to throw some shade, friend, because I don't know how to say it without throwing shade. The coach that gave that advice, I went over and I opened up her page. I'm a boundaries and confidence coach, helping millennial women. I don't know what you do. All coaches that I know believe and help with boundaries and assist with confidence, either as an overt selling point or as a byproduct of their coaching. I'm working with a coach for the last 12 weeks who has supremely helped me with my own confidence. That is not why I hired her. I was not having a confidence problem. And if that AI becomes an echo chamber, AI is a big computer program. Okay. So think of AI as that 3-year-old, 4-year-old toddler in your house. Whatever that toddler hears regularly is going to come out of that toddler's mouth. If the toddler is really into the potty humor and right, maybe mom and dad, or maybe the kids at school, or maybe the TV shows that they're watching is encouraging, right? A lot of like, oh, poopy, pee, pee, fart, fart, fart. Who thought you were going to hear that on the podcast today? That's what's going to come out of the toddler's mouth. So the more coaches that land on AI and say, one of the things I do is help with boundaries and confidence. AI says, yes, that's a delicious idea. Because 7,000 other coaches have said, I help with confidence and boundaries. It becomes an echo chamber, reinforcing what may be a terrible idea. Terrible idea. Here's the next terrible idea. Niche-based branding, niche-based messaging. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means, friend? It means making it up. It means living in the land of make-believe. Let me tell you why. Niche-based marketing works for products. So here's my new coffee that I'm bringing to market. I am a brand new coffee company who's going to franchise. Who are my biggest competitors? Well, you're starting to name the big green. There's also some local competitors, right? If you're from Minnesota, you know the Caribou Coffee. If you're from down in Florida, I'm sure you guys have some other competitors down there too. There's some regional competitors. So what I want to do if I'm bringing my new coffee to market is I want to say, what is an underserved niche? What's an underserved niche? How can I be special and different? I don't want to be like the big green. Right, maybe it is I roast my beans in house. Maybe it is I have very unique, right? There's up here by us, there's this one place that's like serving like these lavender matcha special, very special things. And they are very special. It's not like they're just using lavender flavored syrups. They're infusing stuff, they're doing things. They're serving a niche. They're serving the people who don't want to support the big green and who want to be special and have special things and more probably natural, healthy. That coffee company sat down and figured out its niche. It said, out of all the people and all the things that are currently serving, where can I be? Cool. Because they're serving coffee. And they can create a niche. And then they use that niche to create marketing language. You think you buy Coca-Cola because you love it, and you buy Pepsi because you don't love it. Really? You've probably been heavily marketed to for the majority of your life. And you're either not drinking Coca-Cola because your mom drank it, and because, oh, I'm not drinking an old person's drink. I'm going to drink Pepsi, the choice of the new generation. With all the pop singers, with all the popular people who have been marketing to you, making you believe that Pepsi's the cola for young people. See, you just believe that you like Pepsi, but it goes way deeper because they've targeted you as a niche. You've been targeted. Okay, why doesn't that work for coaching, Laura? Why is it a terrible idea for coaches? I'm so glad you asked. You're not soda. You're not toothpaste. We've heard that a lot on the podcast lately. I get it. You've seen it in my marketing. I get it. There's some good reasons. That was what they like to call an Easter egg. Stay tuned. That was an Easter egg. There's some good reasons that I've been talking a lot about that lately. But when it comes to find a niche, serve a niche, that's like trying to pour to fit your beautiful star-shaped self into a square hole. It's not going to fit. You already are the niche. You are the niche. Your certification, your coaching superpowers, your life story, you are the niche. You see, your clients don't determine your niche. Your clients may give you clues to what shape you are. Are you a star shape, a circle shape, a square shape? Are you a rectangle? What shape are you? You are the niche. So we need to not do niche-based branding. We need to do identity-based branding and identity-based messaging. You need to figure out the problem that only you can solve, the way that you solve it uniquely, and then we need to do some fun things with our messaging. We need to not do niche based. Tell them what they want to hear. Or figure out the problem, figure out what they say it is. We have to sell them a solution that they want. So I'm having a problem with my teenager. If I can see that the problem that mom is having is you're too controlling. Control is your right self-protection mechanism, and you're too controlling. So I'm going to do trauma-based healing for controllers. And when you stand up at the networking meeting and you tell your story about how you're having such problems with your teenager, and I can sense, oh, that's trauma, that's a control-based trauma response. I'm going to try and push hard and sell that person. You know what I think you might need? Control-based or, trauma healing for controllers. Screw you is going to be the response. The problem is my teenager. Thank you. So we have to sell them. I work with parents who are struggling with the teenager-parent interaction. Teens who want to exert control over their own lives, which is developmentally healthy, but they're really messing up a lot. I work with the parents on how to set yourself up and to be able to create an environment so that the teen gets what they want and you stay sane. That's the same thing as the trauma-based control, but we use language that they get. Do you understand what I'm saying, friend? Do you understand what I'm saying? AI is never going to give that to you. Niche base is never going to give that to you. When it comes to your marketing, you have to be so clear on the problem you solve based on who you are. I'm the star. Then you have to explain it to them in a way that they understand it solves the problem they currently are experiencing. So important. It's the key. So there's a couple of the mistakes that coaches make when it comes to messaging. If you like this line of thought, if you like this direction for the podcast, let me know and I'll do another couple of mistakes coaches are making when it comes to messaging. Talk to you soon.